Hopped out the Benz like it's common sense. Put a monkey on my feet like it's common sense. Got gorillas in the streets like it's common sense. Stack the money heads up like it's second nature. Gotta stay pulled up like it's second nature. Keep the chip in my hair like it's second.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. We have a couple of teams who come off losses just 1 week ago and now want to flip things back in a positive direction. It's the Lions going up against the 49ers.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Carlos Hyde. No gain on the play there. Second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11.
Get ready! Way 90! Dagger! Dagger! Check.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tease Tabor. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Let's go! Brad 38!
Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You've got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Second down now after the pass completion. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Let's go!
Now Kaepernick. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It's called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Escaping the pressure right. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Get ready! Wide 80!
To throw, Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. He can run for it, and he will. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Now, that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a 1st down.
Let's go! Blue 58! Blue 58!
1st down, Bridgewater. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. 2nd down now after the incompletion. A toss play. This is high. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
And the pursuit that time was absolutely top-notch. He was looking to try and turn upfield somewhere. Kept trying to find a place. Somewhere never showed up.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Second down following the run.
Let's go.
Again, it's Murray. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They'll run here. It's Murray. And some space here. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Kaepernick now on 1st down. Quick throw that's complete on the inside slant. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Into the red zone now. Kaepernick looking middle, and that's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. Pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get rid of the football, save some yardage to make it less to gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. The left side completion to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Meanwhile, down in Glendale, and that one is now a 2-touchdown advantage for the Cardinals. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Let's go.
They start the drive with Hyde. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Hyde. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Bridgewater. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Bust through the tackle. Meanwhile, down in Glendale. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. Flush to his right. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Say what you want, but Kaepernick's still one of the best at doing that as the scramble gets him a first.
Now that looked like the Colin Kaepernick we got to know early in his career. Able to scramble and pick up a first down. We haven't seen as much of that in recent time.
Yeah, you know he's got the size to do it. Out of high school, 6'5", 170, but now 230, and we see what he can do with that frame.
And I heard people didn't want to step in as a hitter against him because he's a pretty darn good pitcher in high school, too.
92-mile-per-hour fastball in high school. From midfield, here's Kaepernick. Fells has it, left side. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down, here's Kaepernick. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor, and it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The Lions on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Bridgewater on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Akeem Spence able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. Bridgewater now on second down. And they get to Bridgewater. Bridgewater taken down in the end zone for a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And Detroit getting set to go now. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
First down, Murray. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. And Murray's still down. Maybe shaking up that go-around. Let's hope he's all right. We'll check on his status when we get back. Here's Kaepernick. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Bridgewater. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10.
Tiger! Be ready! White 90! White 90! Check it back.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Not only was that a 3 and out, it was a 3rd straight incompletion on this drive, and they didn't even think about trying to run the football. Now they have to give it up.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Lions now. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Come on, let's go.
Working from the gun. It's Kaepernick. And his throw is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Lions on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. The 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a play fake here on first down. Airing it deep for Garcon. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Pierre Garcon, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Get ready. White 90. You got 3, fellas. You got 3.
Throwing. Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Room here to run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Green's got it over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. On the NFL scoreboard, second quarter up in Minneapolis. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor.
Tiger.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
On second down, Bridgewater again. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Akeem Spence with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, fourth down.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown one interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
Here's Kaepernick to throw. And this one is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
The Lions on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Brand 38!
Now Kaepernick. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They give him 12 yards and a first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Kaepernick now on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time. That'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
the air on second down. It's Kaepernick. This is a screen to Abdullah. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
First run for the backup, Abdullah. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They've gone to the second quarter now in Denver. The Broncos have taken the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more after this. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
Here we go. Brand 38.
Kaepernick now on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And that is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. And it's third down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. Meanwhile, down in Glendale. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. The Lions on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. A gain of 19 on 3rd and 18, and that'll move the chains.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Come on, let's go. 1-9.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Kaepernick to throw again. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
Now the second-year man from South Dakota State. It's Zach Zenner. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. Now it's Matt Prater on for the Lion field goal try. From the left hash, this from 37. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Let's go. Wide 80. Wide 80.
First down, Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Meanwhile, down in Glendale, it's the Rams that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor. And now it's second down.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Now it's Martin to do the honors after the made field goal. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you cross country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Adoree Jackson on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll start the drive here with an end around. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They run again with Hyde on first. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country. And at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential. He's realizing it here.
Here's Bridgewater. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go. Quiet Eddie. Quiet Eddie. 43.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Fighting through it. He's got space. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Time running out here on the play clock. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A second down throw for Bridgewater. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Akeem Spence in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Third and long for Bridgewater. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. So the offense has it first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Again with Hyde. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
A 10th carry for Hyde. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. On second down, Hyde. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense.
Let's go.
They'll run it with Williams. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they've met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
2nd and goal to go now. They pitch it out to Hyde. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Carlos Hyde hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers get a score closer. So they're going to go for 2.
Let's go.
Now Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On 1st down, Kaepernick. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. To give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
On 1st down, Abdullah. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Kaepernick to throw on 2nd down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Aaron Lynch coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the NFL scoreboard elsewhere, 3rd quarter in Denver. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Here's 3rd and long. Kaepernick needing a big play to counteract the sack. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. From the pistol, they'll run with Abdullah. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On second down, here's Kaepernick. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. The Lions on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go!
To throw, Kaepernick. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. Hyde as they begin on the ground. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Let's go!
A give running right, it's Hyde. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Let's go! Blue 58. Blue 58.
First down, a run with Hyde. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. And he goes out right around the 39. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
They'll run for it. Hyde. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're able to convert here on 4th and inches. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Another tote for the afternoon workhorse. It's Hyde. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Now we've got whistles and a timeout here. Yeah, it looks like we've got a 49er that's down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
They'll hand it off now. Williams trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 8.
Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58. Lights 43. Lights 43.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th now in Minneapolis. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign.
Blue 58.
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. And able to find Garcon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
I got 15. I'm taking. Get ready. Blue 58. Blue 58.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. The play clock's running down. Bridgewater now. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. What a spin. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Lions will take over. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
They'll run here with Zenner. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They go again now with Zenner. And he's got some space here. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there for Detroit. 42 yards on the ground. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. On the carry, this is Zenner. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Checking the NFL scoreboard, they're in the fourth now in Minneapolis. The gap there has widened. The Seahawks just scored again. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. The Lions on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 9 on the pickup, but they're still a few inches short now on 4th down.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
This one fielded at the 5. And he is going to be taken down inside the 5 at the 4-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Let's go. Way 90. Way 90.
They begin the drive with Williams. And some room to roam now. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever is in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Well, Charles, it's great to win at home in the NFL. When you win on the road, it's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because, let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column, oh, that's a fantastic feeling.
So for Detroit, the win is their 5th of the year as they move to 5-8. And they will head home next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the 49ers, it's another week to forget as they're going to fall to 1-12 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.